Color pencil sphere. Setting up your page. In your sketchbook, draw an approximately 6 by 4 inch rectangle. I didn't have a ruler, so I traced this tissue box since it was about the same size. Pro tip, a dollar bill is approximately 6 by 2. If you stack them, you would get 6 by 4. Find something circular to trace a circle with. I used a plastic lid. Do not press too hard with your pencil. We will be erasing back the line and we don't want to dent the paper. Draw a straight line across. I chose to do mine at an angle. You may do that or do it perfectly horizontal. I didn't have a ruler, so I used the box of my color pencils as a straight edge. Important, do not draw through the circle. It should look something like this image. Now you will need to erase back the lines. What this means is to erase the lines to where only you can see the faint outline. Before starting your shading, make sure Ms. Swindell has approved your color scheme. Check your submissions for any comments. If you have 100% in Schoology Gradebook, you are ready to begin. If there is no grade or comment, I haven't got to it yet. Send me an email to let me know you're ready and I'll put it to the front of the line. Setting up your page. Do a small value scale for your sphere color on the same sketchbook page. Notice I put the colors I used above the small rectangles. The rectangles are only about a half an inch high. Even though they're small, you will need to control your pencil. Small circular movements are the key. Now decide which way your light is coming from. You will either want it to come from the upper left corner or the upper right corner. I have a personal preference. It should not be personally. I have a personal preference for light coming from the upper right. That's my preference. On the next page, you will see some image samples to reference when you begin. So here is with the light source in the upper left. Here it is with the upper right. Look at the sphere. Notice where the darkest part of the shadow is. It is the core shadow. You will notice the value will get lighter underneath it, below it, because of the light reflecting from the foreground, which we call reflected light. Pro tip, include some of your foreground color in the reflected light area on your sphere. Optional video. This is a great reference video for drawing a sphere with graphite. You may find it useful. Core shadow. This is just the image larger for a reference for you. You can see a little bit better how much reflected light is here. And with a colored pencil, you would see tones of whatever your reflected color is. So if you were doing complementary and you had blue and orange, you would see orange in here. This slide's not supposed to be there. Since my sphere is green, I used yellow-green to put a slight shade on the sphere. Then I placed a core shadow with cool colors. There is a little video on core shadows if you need to see it. I then started building up my layers using a variety of colors using small circular movements. Do you see the area here where there's no green that I need to put in? Keep your light source in mind. And that is where we're stopping for today.